Hello class 11 students, we have come to the end of the chapter, the last half means of the chapter, that is of the chapter Jimmy Valentine, and a very interesting portion, that is so far we have seen Jimmy Valentine as a safe cracker, and how even after serving a jail term of 10 months, within a week he once again goes back to his old profession of safe cracking. But once he comes to Elmore and he meets Annabelle Adams, he is a completely different man altogether. He finds out about the shoe business and he starts an exclusive shoe store, Spencer's shoe store. And he becomes a successful businessman in a year. But in the meantime, Ben Price also comes to Elmore, and he finds out that this Ralph D. Spencer is none other than Jimmy Valentine. And in the meantime, Jimmy decides that he would make a present of his burglar set of tools to his friend and give it away so that he can bury his past. So he takes his set of burglar's tools and he goes to the bank because Mr. Adams wanted to show the new vault, a new safe and vault that had been installed in the bank, and he was very proud about it. And he had shown the workings, that is the functioning, and there were also two children, and these two children had been attracted to it from the beginning, and in a spirit of play, accidentally this Agatha gets locked in the vault, and then everybody gets panicky, and Agatha's mother becomes desperate. She beats at the door. This Mr. Adams tugs at the knob, but nothing happens. And then finally Miss Annabelle Adams turns to Ralph D. Spencer for help, and we see that in a moment Jimmy decides to help them, and he starts working like he did earlier. And it's said that Ralph D. Spencer passed away and Jimmy Valentine took his place. Get away from the door, all of you, he commanded shortly. So he asked everybody to move away from the door. He set his suitcase on the table and opened it out flat. From that time on, he seemed to be unconscious of the presence of anyone else. He laid out the shining queer implements swiftly and orderly, whistling softly to himself as he always did when at work. In a deep silence and immovable, the others watched him as if under a spell. So Jimmy started working as he used to do his usual, and he kept on whistling while he worked. And he worked in such a way as though he was totally unconscious that any others were present in that room. And for the others, it seemed that somebody had cast a magic spell. There was complete silence and nobody moved from their places, and what they saw was something unbelievable. Okay, and Jimmy laid out his tools and he opened them in front of them, and they were all very strange equipments, but Jimmy knew what he was doing. In a minute, Jimmy's pet drill was biting smoothly into the door. So we have already learned that Jimmy had to drill but one hole. So he was very good at it. In 10 minutes, breaking his own burglaries record, he threw back the bolts and opened the door. So he himself broke all the records of of breaking a vault. The time he took. So within 10 minutes, he could open that door. Means open the door of that vault. Agatha almost collapsed, but safe. Was gathered into the mother's hands. So collapse means she was almost faint. Okay, she had almost fainted, and he was given. The girl was handed over to the mother. Jimmy Valentine put on his coat and walked outside the railings towards the front door. As he went, he thought he heard a faraway voice that he once knew called Ralph, but he never hesitated. So once Jimmy finished his work, he just took his coat and put it on, and he just went towards the front door. But he thought that he could hear somebody faintly calling him Ralph, but he did not wait at all. At the door, a big man stood somewhat in his way. So when he was going towards the front door, somebody just blocked his way. "Hello, Ben," said Jimmy, still with a strange smile. So he said, "Okay, Ben, you are there. Got around at last, have you? Well, let's go. I don't know that it makes much difference now." So Jimmy said, "Okay, Ben Price, it's you. So at last you have got hold of me. Okay, let's go. It doesn't make much difference to me what people thinks of me. Now everybody knows what I am." And he's sort of saying that I know that I will be arrested. So in that way, okay, means he kind of surrenders before Ben Price. And then Ben Price acted rather strangely. "Guess you're mistaken, Mr. Spencer," he said. "Don't believe I recognize you. Your buggy is waiting for you, ain't it?" And Ben Price turned and strolled down the street. So when Jimmy surrendered and said, "Okay, Ben Price, at last you have got hold of me. Come, I'll just follow you." So then Ben Price, his acted rather strangely. That is, his response was quite unexpected. What did he say? He said that, "Mr. Spencer, I think you are mistaken. I have not come for you. Your buggy, that is your horse and carriage, is waiting outside. I'm not looking for you." And then what Ben Price did, he just turned and strolled out. That is, he walked down the street. So what actually happened was Ben Price watched everything, and he realized that Jimmy Valentine is no longer that notorious safecracker. Jimmy Valentine, it's ironical that Jimmy Valentine used his tools, but this time he used his tools to save a child. So from a burglar, Jimmy became a savior. And since Ben Price realized this, he wanted that Jimmy Valentine is a reformed man, and reformed man as Ralph D. Spencer, and he gave this Ralph D. Spencer an opportunity to lead an honest life. So that brings us to the end of the chapter, Jimmy Valentine. Thank you.